Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rich Perry here for the very first 10-Minute Mentor live stream. For those of you that are checking this out, this is the very first live stream for the 10-Minute Mentor show. If you've been following me for the last, 2.5 years or so, you know that I have a podcast, 10-Minute Mentor with Rich. And it's a straight up podcast. Moving forward, we're going to start doing live streams for the 10-Minute Mentor podcast. It's going to be a 10-Minute Mentor live stream and also a podcast. And the reason that I'm changing things up and adjusting things a little bit is because I have been inspired by what I've been learning. All the people that I've been meeting from the Podfest Global Summit. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Podfest Global, it's a 2-week-long online summit all about podcasting and vidcasting and live streaming and all kinds of great stuff. There's been phenomenal speakers and presenters. Last week was the pre-warm-up, was getting us ready for this week. This week is the real deal. I mean, we're doing it, and we're actually shooting for the Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest podcast online summit. So real quick, I want to give a shout out to Chris and to Andrew and the whole staff right there with Podfest. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I did my presentation last week. My presentation was coaching first-time guests to give stellar interviews. If you missed it, if you weren't enrolled in Podfest yet, you still have an opportunity to check the replay. And at the end of this live stream, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get a free ticket to Podfest. And yes, this is the main event. It already started early this morning, but that's okay. There are hundreds more presenters. It goes all day long and into the night because it's international. So if you want a free ticket to check out Podfest Global and become a Guinness Book of World Record holder yourself, you're going to want to stay tuned, because at the end of this broadcast, I'm going to give you a free ticket. Like I said, moving forward, 10-Minute Mentor is now going to be a live stream, and then I'm also going to take out the audio and it'll be back on its regular podcasting platform, where you can check it out on like Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and things like that. So nothing's changed in that regard. But now we're going to do some live streaming as well. So let's see. Okay. And at the end of this, I'm also going to give you 5 tips to rock your next interview as well. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. And also on a last note, if you're not a member of the 10-Minute Mentor podcast community, our exclusive community on Facebook, then you're going to want to join the 10-Minute Mentor podcast community, because after each live stream, I'm also going to go into the group and I'm going to give away some more information, little Q&A and things like that. Okay. So here we go. Jumping on in, 5 tips to rock your first podcast interview. Tip number 1 is you want to have clear communication with the podcaster. This is going to help you to understand his or her show expectations. You want to make sure that you get your guest packet in. Some podcasters give a guest packet. Some it's like an online form. Whatever it is, you want to have clear communication leading up to the actual interview. Make sure you get the podcast host or the producer, whoever your point of contact is, make sure you get them the information they need. So your professional headshot, all your marketing details, your bio, your links to your social media pages, your website, all that good stuff that that person needs to help promote the show and help promote you. So that's tip number one. Make sure there's clear communication. Number two, make sure you have clear speaking points. Make sure you know going into your interview what it is you're going to be talking about. A lot of times people don't know this. You can ask the podcaster, hey, what questions are you going to ask me? Or some podcasters will allow you to submit your own questions. So going back to number one, which is having clear communication, this is your opportunity to talk with the podcaster and find out what the questions are that are going to be asked. You can provide your own, or you can get the questions in advance. That way you know what's going on. Tip number three, make sure you arrive early. Okay, this is going to give you an opportunity to chit chat, get to know the host a little bit. You'll be able to check your audio. You'll be able to check the sound. And if it's a live stream like this, you'll be able to check your video. That way you don't have any snafus like the lawyer that had the filter on his Zoom and he was a kitty cat for the court proceedings. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check it out online. All right. So get there early, check your sound, check your lighting, check your video. Tip number four, relax and have fun. Enjoy the experience. You're there to showcase who you are, showcase your skills, your expertise, give insights, provide value to the listener. Smile and enjoy sharing your message and communicating your message to ultimately benefit the listener who's tuning in because they want the good stuff. They want the tips. They want the strategies and the hacks and all that stuff, right? And tip number five, and this is like moving out after the interview as well, take an active role in the marketing and promotion of the show. Don't make the host do all the heavy lifting. That host is going to do a lot of promoting and marketing on their own. Make sure you also take an active role to leverage that podcast interview. All right. So real quick, we're going to recap them. Clear communication. Make sure you prepare your speaking points. Number three is to show up early to check the sound, check the lighting. Number four is to relax and have a good time. And number five is to play an active role in the marketing and promotion. So when I started off this live stream, I said that I was going to give you a free ticket to Podfest, and I aim to deliver. So if you want a free ticket to attend Podfest and hear 200 or 300 more presenters, okay, over the next 4 days, give insightful presentations on all areas of podcasting, business, life, you name it, there's a presenter there talking about that subject. If you want a free ticket, then drop a comment down below or direct message me, and I'll make sure that you get a free ticket to Podfest. Like I said before, this is the 10-Minute Mentor live stream. We're going to be doing live streams now. So I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure that you follow me. Check out the links down below on the banner down there. There's my social media handles. Make sure you follow me, connect with me across social media. Make sure you join the 10-Minute Mentor podcast community, our exclusive group on Facebook, and I'll talk to you soon. Till next time, thanks and be excellent. Bye-bye.